think people would find it weird that every time we sit down to do this, that we have a, not a lengthy, but sometimes, several minute conversation before we hit the record button.
Yeah.
And we're just two guys in a room sitting across the table from each other, having a general conversation through a microphone and headphones.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, I put my headphones on to talk to you, and we can clearly hear each other just fine.
Yeah. And at one point in the conversation when I had this thought is because you moved and you grabbed your mic and moved it closer to your mouth. And we're not recording. And that might have been when I said, hey, we're not recording, by the way.
Yeah, it could have been.
And it's like,
it's just,
we're having a conversation through a microphone and headphones. And we're, 3 feet apart from each other.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe.
6 feet.
6 feet, yeah.
We're 6 feet apart.
I got my mask on.
Yeah, that's good. How about that on the fucking fine scale?
Yeah.
For the NFL.
What, $100,000 a piece?
$100,000
a piece.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I think it scales up. Like they're saying, like the next one, like $250. Like, at the end of the season, you're coaching for free.
Yeah. I find it steep for the coaches.
It's very steep.
I find it steep for the coaches, but the dudes on the sidelines, I don't ever see those guys have their mask on when they're not in.
Right. Well, they're technically in the.
I understand that. But that dude, the coach is moving right along with the players right on the sidelines. He's probably farther away from some of the players are to each other. You know what I mean?
I understand the coaching thing, because the face shield seems like the way to go because you can talk through the mic. And, the mic's not going to go under the mask.
Yeah.
So everything sounds muffled. As soon as you put the mask on, trying to talk through it, probably not the greatest mic.
Probably not.
So I understand why you wouldn't wear it.
Mm-hmm.
And I also, the steepness of the fines is what shocked me. Like people rip somebody's head off and it starts at like $10,000.
Yeah, exactly.
We went 6 figures out of the gate.
Yeah.
I understand if it was 6 figures to the franchise. But that coach makes less than a lot of those players.
Yeah.
That was just, but I understand the NFL side of it. There's something about the football helmet and the uniform that make things different. And we're doing this. We're trying to keep public on our side. There's nothing to do because the coaches are tested as much as the players are. So they're all clean.
Yeah.
There's really not a reason for them. If the players aren't wearing a mask, there's no reason for the coach to be wearing one.
Yeah.
But it's on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's the optics that the NFL is you got to have a mask on.
You got to have a mask. So everybody in America is wearing a mask at their job. You should probably wear one at yours kind of deal.
I get where the NFL is. It's like a little steep.
Yeah.
$100,000.
I get it. Maybe this was to get the point across.
I think it was.
These guys are, they find some of the biggest named coaches in the league. Two of the biggest named coaches. You got Sean Payton and John Gruden. Find both of those guys. And then I think, was Arians one of them too?
Did he get fined?
Maybe not him. I know Fangio got fined too.
Yeah.
There's another one. McVay get fined? Well,
I don't
know.
remember.
I knew there was 5 of them.
It blinded me with the size of the fine of hey, what? Holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit.
There's a lot of holy shits this last weekend.
Yeah.
Holy shit on the fines and holy shit on star athletes.
Yeah.
That was
shocking.
Crazy.
Shocking how many people got hurt.
Big names.
Fucking Joey Bosa, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, Jimmy Garoppolo. Who else got freaking hurt? Everybody. My lord. Drew Lock got hurt. Half of fucking Denver's team is hurt.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's one thing I heard.
Tyrod Taylor's lungs punctured.
Yeah, I got something to say on that too. Was Denver.
Yeah.
I heard Michael Lombardi on, they do a gambling show.
Okay.
Because he's really good.
Yeah.
Really good at picking games. which, he's a GM, and before I came over for this, I was watching a little bit of that, and he was given his breakdowns of how he breaks down games to what he's going to pick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 15 data points that he uses.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, first and foremost, grading the coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
He says, if they're not making good decisions, you can't.
Yeah, you
have to figure that in.
Yeah.
So, because he has a thing that he enters all the stats and everything like that, and he kind of spits out a line of his own.
Yeah.
Is kind of how he does it. And his stuff is different than
Vegas.
What most people would think of. Like, first of all, most people aren't going to grade the coaching staff, but he happened to be a GM, being football for 40 years.
Yeah,
But he said, if he's John Elway, he goes, I'd put that yellow Hall of Fame jacket on, or gold, whatever you're going to call it, and I'd go up to the coaches and the owner and go, we're 0-2. Everybody's hurt. We lost our quarterback. Von Miller's not playing. They could rush him back, but if you're not doing well, there's no reason to, because you just he's already an older player. There's no reason to burn a year for nothing. Maybe we ought to sell some assets and just maybe try to lose all of them.
Yeah.
And get Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Because as much as we both said, I like Drew Lock.
Yeah.
I don't like him that much, though.
I don't like him as much as if there's a possibility of Lawrence.
You've had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks there win you Super Bowls.
Yep.
Drew Lock's not that guy.
No, he's a guy who's going to win you some games. He's going to keep you in the game. And you hired Fangio to make sure that defense was going to win you games.
Right.
That's why you hired him.
Yeah.
Because your offense has been subpar since Manning left.
And I know, saying the second Hall of Famer winning the Super Bowl being Peyton Manning, but the defense won that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And even though it wasn't that long ago, it doesn't seem like that exists anymore.
No.
I just don't know that you're going to have defenses. You're not that their defense, the Ravens defense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think teams are going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, they're just
when you're producing guys like Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes and Kyler Murray, what do you do?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do against
that lockdown? Well, you're only going to score 10 points today.
Yeah.
Those are, even the shit teams.
Yeah.
The Bengals are going to score that. The fucking Giants score that.
Yeah, I know.
And they're the worst team in the NFL that just, lost their superstar.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely the number 1 pick now. I was assuming it was the Jets.
I think it still is the Jets.
You think it still is the Jets? You think the Giants at least get 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think they all get 1 or 2.
Okay.
Just because the 0-16 thing, man. It's
a tough one. That's the Browns.
It's almost as... how many teams have done
1.
that?
Yeah, not many.
2?
2.
Or 1?
Maybe 1. I don't know.
The Browns did it.
Yeah.
Did the Lions do it, or did they win 1? I think they won 1.
I think they got 1, yeah.
It might have been, did the Buccaneers do it back in like the 70s when they first came in the league? Maybe that was it. Maybe there's less than 3 teams, let's call it that. So it's... Difficult. You're on the rare of almost going undefeated as being the other thing.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like, it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard in the NFL to win a game.
Yeah.
It's also really hard to lose all of them.
All of them, yeah.
But, it's an interesting thought. Now they'll never do that because, you can't do that because the owner has to actually say that. And if that ever got out,
that'd be bad.
Yeah. Plus, you can't make players tank. And that already backfired. I mean, Jacksonville got rid of anybody who knew how to play football. and they looked okay.
Yeah, they have.
So
yeah,
I think they lose tonight. This won't come out before this game, so it would be weird to pick it. But I think the Dolphins get her done tonight.
I hope so.
Yeah,
a little Fitzmagic.
Well, if they don't get it done tonight, and then whoever they played next week, they end up losing. That makes them 0-4 after the first quarter. Fitz will be kind of done.
Done. Yeah,
that it's going to be. You're 0-4 after the first quarter.
We'll throw 2 in.
It's
just to
about
see what
time
we can
to see
get.
The owners are going to go, hey, it's kind of. I know it's an expanded playoff, but 0-4.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, time to switcheroo.
And they've played okay.
Yeah, I mean they haven't played bad.
But yeah, I mean be interesting to see a team. Kind of how the Colts were of like, hey, Peyton Manning, and then 2-14 Andrew Luck of like, you have a quality team. Not that. Denver's not at that quality, but they're a playoff team, I thought. I mean, they're, especially with an expanded playoff, they're 7 wins probably going to get you in.
Yeah.
But, 500 would.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were there before all the injuries.
Yeah.
But now you get all this with that core and then go, hey, maybe we get Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Don't get me wrong. I'd be happy with it, but yeah.
But then again, maybe you get into like number 3 or 4 spot, get Justin Fields. So
yeah, maybe. Or a tackle, somebody that can block.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Maybe to get the quarterback, stop dragging his leg.
Yeah.
But let's go in with the Tyrod Taylor.
So the Tyrod Taylor, the doctors accidentally puncture his lung, giving him pain-killing medication for his ribs.
Yeah.
You guys are doctors.
Right.
Team doctors.
Correct.
Your job is to keep those players safe and healthy.
Yes.
As an organization and as a doctor, you guys should be fucking embarrassed from all get out.
I'm sure they are.
I mean, they have to be.
Now, here's what I have heard.
Okay.
That is... Are we just going to... What are we going to call that? Because I can't remember the name of it. It's in the... It's not Novocaine.
Yeah.
But it's in that cane family.
Okay.
There's a couple steps of what that is. It's just amazing. It lasts about 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
So you can play and feel no pain.
Uh-huh.
Now, after it wears off...
Probably feeling like shit.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Because you did more damage.
Exactly.
But from what I hear, that happens.
Yeah. I mean that
just
happens. I know it wasn't a...
It's not because you're jabbing...
It's almost like an adrenaline shot, right? Is the way that I read it. Like you're jamming it in almost.
Yeah, it's going into the rib. It's basically trying to go in between the ribs.
Yeah.
And it's very, hey, just want to let you know, we're going to do this, but this is a possibility.
Yeah.
And from my understanding is it's happened. Mm-hmm. It just so happens that it hadn't been a starting quarterback 20 minutes before the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That if it's a defensive lineman that you don't, in the trenches guys or a cornerback that you
don't hear a lot about it.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrod Taylor, first round draft pick, has to come in.
Yeah. That's a big
about
deal.
that. The starting quarterback in the NFL. I mean.
Yeah. And the backup played well.
Yeah.
I was happy for him, man. Right. I mean, he played really, really well.
That was and I've heard people talk about that's probably his best case scenario for a start.
Yeah, exactly.
That team never prepped for you at all. You didn't know you were starting till 10 minutes before?
No, it was like
5 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it was super
that
close.
Was the other thing when people were talking about well, how did they not be able to make that decision? It's like, no, it only lasts so long. So it's like, hey,
now.
when's the kick?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 minutes. All right, in 3 minutes, you're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how that stuff works because you can't have it wear off
during the game.
If you went into overtime.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't have that shit wearing off.
Yeah, or you're hurting big time.
You're not playing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what it is. You get this shot or you don't play.
Yeah.
And so that best case scenario for him is Kansas City didn't prep for him. There was no thought he would ever play.
Yep.
And then basically until he trots out onto the field, they didn't know he was playing.
Exactly. And I will say this, I know Anthony Lynn came out after the game and said Tyrod's our guy whenever he's healthy. Until then, Justin will play.
Right.
But I watched the Bengals game week 1, and I watched a lot of the Kansas City game week 2. There was a different spark to that offense when he was in the game.
100%.
I mean, they were doing, I don't know if I want to say different stuff, but there was an up-tempo feel to it and just a different vibe. Like it seemed like I watched the Bengals game, and the Bengals don't really have that star of a defense to where it's all 3 and outs.
Right.
I mean, Herbert was driving them up and down the field. They may not have been touchdowns like you want, but Kansas City's defense, I mean, it's a Super Bowl winning defense. I mean, they're not terrible,
Yeah.
I mean, he's going against the Super Bowl champs and competing at a high level. I mean, I understand he's a rookie. You want to make sure that Tyrod's your guy and all that stuff, but you got to compliment the guy's play.
Absolutely.
You got to give him some props somewhere. I mean,
you took the guys that everybody thought was unbeatable
and took him in overtime.
To the brink.
Yeah. Oh, no, not overtime. Yeah, but in the brink, yeah. No, it was overtime. It was overtime, yeah.
Yeah, it took like 3 kicks. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It's like, watch an interview with that guy.
Yeah.
Fucking ice in his veins type guy. It's like, well, how'd you feel when they tried to ice you? He's like, I was pissed off that you think this is going to bother me?
Yeah.
I'm like,
okay.
Well, you drilled a 53 and then two 58ers. Okay.
All right.
I buy it.
Yeah.
Sitting as warm at halftime is good from like 70.
Yeah.
Like,
with whatever the wind was going, he had at his back. Yeah, 70.
Said good from 70 off a stick. Full operation was like 67.
I'm
like,
wow.
All right.
That's the record by 4 yards.
Yeah. Yeah. When that was it's interesting on that whole thing of it. Like, I mean, they didn't. What he said, the kick that sent it to overtime was like a 38 yarder.
Yeah.
He's like, they had a timeout then. They didn't try to ice me on that. What's the difference? It was like 20 fucking yards.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference.
That's the difference. Yeah,
huge difference. But yeah, he took him. I think it'll be more interesting on Herbert this week that there's a book on him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
There's a prep week. So that'd be my.
Yeah, I just got a different feel to the game. I mean, watching both of them, I was really bored watching the Chargers offense against the Bengals.
He's a dink and dunk guy.
He is.
And always has. He's not going to obviously he throws some interceptions because it's the NFL. But for the most part, not throwing in. He does not turn the ball over.
No, he does not. And he does a very good job of that.
Yeah.
And he's very safe. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
He's in a bad spot of era. He's a guy that if he was the quarterback for the Ravens, or like the Steelers, or that Denver team that won of like, perfect. Oh, this quarterback that makes completions can get down the field but never turns it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can go win with him.
Yeah.
Plus,
I was just happy with Herbert's play. I mean, I was shocked because I didn't really believe in him coming out. I mean, it's Oregon. I mean, he was
Pac-12. Like, they don't even give a fuck.
Exactly. And you don't, and this is bad to say, but you don't see a lot of quarterbacks who stay all 4 years. It seems like they don't have it yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why they stayed the fourth year. Now, some of them, they have different situations, but he stayed the fourth year, whatever, they beat Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl, but still, I didn't see it. And I was pleasantly surprised to watch him on Sunday.
And that was because the knock on him coming out is he's quiet. He's never going to be a leader in the NFL. And from listening to teammates and stuff, that is far from the truth. Like, it was like his confidence. Like, he may be quiet, but he's very confident. Of like, this is what we're fucking doing, and
this is what we're going to do. I mean, exactly. Well, I watched him in Hard Knocks. I watched that this year, and he was in there, and I really enjoyed watching him play too. I mean, he definitely is a guy who learns very, very well.
Yeah. And
I know some guys, maybe sound like a stupid thing to say, but some guys don't learn it very well. I mean, sometimes it takes them a lot of tries, but a guy who asks questions and a guy who absorbs what is being told by even Tyrod Taylor comes out and starts talking to him about what you're seeing, and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, he's getting it. And I think that really was a difference maker being a rookie.
And I think the big thing for him, too, was the Tyrod Taylor. Because Tyrod Taylor, obviously, is not the first time he's been through this.
Yes.
The guy's been in the league for a long time, played for a lot of teams. Kind of the same way with Fitzmagic and Tua, of like, man, this is a pretty good guy to be around, and he knows what the program is.
Exactly.
This is your team. I'm sitting in here until we think you're ready.
Exactly.
And I'm going to help you. Now, on the Tyrod front, I mean, just an unlucky fucking career for that guy.
Fucking A, right.
You take the Bills to the playoffs. Andy Dalton helped.
Yeah.
They draft Josh Allen.
Yep.
See ya.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the starter in Cleveland with Baker Mayfield as backup. Hurt.
Yep.
Here comes Baker. See ya. Hey, we're going to take you out to L.A. You're the starter. We're drafting this quarterback, but you're the starter. Doctor jabs you in the fucking lungs, and you're week to week. I don't know how long it takes a lung to heal. I mean, it's probably a couple weeks, I would imagine. But in 2 weeks, you could not have your job back.
Exactly.
Of like, hey, man.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
I mean, I do okay. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not terrible. I mean, it's just, I do feel bad for the guy because he seems like a good dude. I mean, he seems like he's...
Yeah, everybody seems like him.
Yeah, exactly.
But at that point in time, he's a mis-era'd quarterback of doesn't drive it down the field that much because he just doesn't put up for risk. I mean, he just doesn't.
I'm going to take what they're giving me, and that's about it. Yeah.
Neil O'Donnell was that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think he played for the Bengals a little bit. Played for the Steelers.
Yeah, that's why I remember him at Steelers. Yeah,
but he was with the Bengals.
We went to the Super Bowl with the Steelers, right?
Yeah,
against the Cowboys. Was that him?
Yeah, and it was like I want to say he played for the Bengals one year in maybe the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who didn't play quarterback for the Bengals at one time? And if I'm correct in this, and I could be wrong, there's probably people pulling their fucking hair out, going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
but. It was like he led, like for the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals were shit. Obviously, it was the 90s.
Yeah,
it wasn't in that 8-year span.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the two Super Bowl appearances in the 80s, and it wasn't in the 2008 to But it was like he led the league in like completion percentage. It was like fucking 70 some or 80%.
Yeah, something like, stupid.
His average completion is like 3.5 yards.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're just going to turn and throw it to the running back, I mean, basically it's like, well, 12% of the time of my 400 throws this year, the running back dropped it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's kind of what of like, all right, well, at some point, which brings me to another stat line.
Okay.
I've been saying it. You've kind of been on the same note.
Okay.
Is Drew Brees.
Yeah.
I think he has a dead arm.
Okay. Yeah. Did you watch the Monday night game?
A little bit, not a lot.
Not a lot.
I need to start recording them and then watching them the next day. But and this is just a stat.
Okay.
I think he has a dead arm.
Uh-huh.
Some people say it. A lot of people say it, actually. Twitter's run amok with it.
Yeah.
He comes out, says, I feel stronger than ever.
Uh-huh.
But here's a stat. In these 2 games, however many passes he's thrown,
uh-huh.
You know how many of those passes have been over 10 yards?
2?
7. 7 of 60?
Yeah.
Have been not completions.
Yeah, attempted.
Over
10 yards.
Well, that's not Drew Brees.
No, he likes to throw the ball deep.
He can't drive it down the field anymore.
Yeah. And I think you really notice, one, I know Ted Ginn's, and he's not a, all-pro receiver, but he's a guy with any team he's ever played on, he's a guy who stretches the field, and you throw him the deep ball at least 3-4 times a game, Yeah. They don't have that right now, but still you don't see him throwing it. Emmanuel Sanders is another deep threat. He gets by people.
Yeah.
And you don't see him throwing it deep.
And I'm not even saying that, which is just the fact that we're talking 10 yard, and I'm not talking 30-yard passes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, hey, what about a fucking old school dive and dump that you're just throwing to the tight end over the linebacker that legitimately just has to be over 10 yards because where the linebacker is.
Yeah.
You ain't doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not buying them.
And I'll play the devil's advocate here. Is it a dead arm, or is it that fucking thumb that's not all the way healed and he can't do anything with that?
Dead arm.
Okay. I said I'm playing devil's advocate. I believe it's a dead arm.
I just think he's old.
Yeah.
He's never been strong.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're never going to say, who throws the ball like Aaron Rodgers? Fucking Drew Brees.
Exactly.
That's not a, but you've thrown, how many fucking, he owns so many goddamn records or whatever as far as passing goes. I don't know. You're 42 of
something like that.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you just don't have it anymore.
Sometimes
your body
can't.
Just
it's like,
stop.
At that point, it's the same way with major league pitchers. At some point in time,
you lose the heat.
And I'm not saying, if it's like you're a, CC Sabathia at 98 mile an hour fastball, and now it's 95. Well, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
It's 3 mile an hour, but
it's a big problem.
It's
easy. You're going to hit it more.
Right. Now, if it's hey, I can hit Michael Thomas over the middle at 15 yards, cutting across the center in this amount of time on time, and now it's just a quarter of a second delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And that's an arm problem of maybe you can't make the throw anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I believe in the playoffs last year when we were doing this show, I believe I said the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had 5 games off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I think you're right. I think you're on the right track there. He's never, ever going to come out and say it, and nobody is.
Well, yeah.
But you're going to see some stuff come out about, sooner or later, especially if they have a bad year.
Yeah.
He's done.
I think this is last year anyways. I think he would have been just the way they're playing. He would have been retired 2 years ago.
Yeah.
If that pass interference would have been called.
Exactly.
I'm not saying they would have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But you got to come back after that with the team that you had of like, hey, the guy flat out tackled my receiver while the ball was in the air.
Exactly.
And there's no call so you're going to come back after that. Now, the one they talked about last year about the Kyle Rudolph push off and everything, get fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they were already in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. The Saints defense weren't putting up a fight on that.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah, if the guy's like crowding you and then you shove him out of the way, all right, I'll buy it. But
that just happens like every single play in the NFL. So deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But
no, I think you're right. I think the Saints are. I think Drew Brees is going to struggle the rest of the year with it.
I'd like to see something of. I'd kind of like to see what Jameis would do under that, outside of the Bruce Arians offense.
Yeah.
Because obviously, that struck Tommy turnover too.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
And apparently, according to Bruce Arians, maybe fucking Rob Gronkowski can't play football anymore.
Yeah. Wow. That was some tough comments by him.
Yeah. Now, I think, like his tough comments on Brett, I think he walked it back a little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say much on Gronk. He took a year off. It's, no preseason, no nothing of.
Got to get back in.
Let's give him a few weeks.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like you walk back in with Tom Brady in the Patriots where he knows everything.
Everything. And I mean, they don't throw, even last year, they didn't throw the tight ends a whole lot. I mean, when Bruce Arians was at the Steelers, like Heath Miller would catch like a third down every once in a while, I mean.
But then again, got to take a look also. Also not the best tight end on his team.
No, he's not.
So
I mean, O.J. Howard's a stud.
That's the other point.
Exactly. Yeah. And you have so many fucking weapons. Gronk isn't going to get the 7 to 8 catches that he would with the Patriots.
And at his injury-prone age of why he retired in the first place, probably doesn't need it.
Exactly.
He is there to... I'll tell you where it's going to come in.
He's a giant decoy is what he is.
He's going to get 20-some catches this year. And then it's going to get to the point in the playoffs where nobody pays attention to him. It's just, hey, it's Gronk out there. He's just a decoy. And then he's just going to fucking go off.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like everybody just took it out of their playbook that they don't really need to double him up. But we don't need a safety over this fucking guy.
Yeah, he's not getting the ball.
This linebacker, no problem.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway. The Giants suck. The Jets suck. Drew Brees is done. The doctor fucked up, but more common than people would probably think.
Yeah.
I think it also, not to mimic all the other shows I think that pointed out to the public that maybe didn't know the inside of football of, hey, this shit happens. Like there's like back in that locker room before there's like an injection line.
Yeah.
Of like the amount of shit goes on for those guys to play. And it's just, I don't think a lot of people, like casual fans, got the point of that. Of like, guys are going into massive car wrecks for about 4 hours or 3 hours. So, gonna be some shit.
Yeah. So our picks last week, you won that last week.
Did I?
I think I won the week before, and I think you won this week.
Nice.
Because you took the Bears.
Yep.
I took the Giants. You took
was just fucking...
It wasn't even that bad of a game. It was 17-13.
Well, I understand.
I mean, it was a bad game. It's the Giants
MVP
Bears.
Mitch, man, he didn't lose. They're probably going to go undefeated this year.
I was so fucking close to getting the Jaguars game. I know you picked the Titans and I picked the Jags. Oh, my God. That last second field goal. God, I was mad. And then you picked the Rams. I picked the Eagles. I think I'm never picking the Eagles again.
No.
They are terrible.
Bad.
And then you picked the Seahawks. I picked the Patriots. And you picked the Raiders and I picked the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, did I get all of them right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
Is that good? Is that a really good percentage?
You asked, I don't know. You answered that question.
I mean,
fuck off. Don't say
100%. Is that good?
It's okay.
I mean, like if you were in the MLB and like you went to bat 5 times and you get hit each time,
and
it's like you're batting 1,000.
I
mean, is that?
I don't know. I mean,
baseball. Would like people go, hey, that's pretty good.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know though. I'm not a baseball guy.
You know, I kind of figured on the Raiders because I want them. I think a lot of hype went on the Saints after beating Tampa. Of like, first of all, calm down. First week,
exactly.
Tom Brady.
First week, yes.
I'm all out on the fucking Saints. I'm not buying them at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're going to win games. They'll probably make the playoffs, but I don't. As in years past, if you're going, man, we got to play the Saints in that opening round. I don't know that that's scaring anybody, especially if you're going to New Orleans and there's no fucking fans there.
Exactly.
And you can just hear everything by that. Hey, that's Minnesota's got that problem too. I mean,
well, I thought that was going to be an issue with the Seahawks last week too.
Yeah,
and it was. I mean, don't get me wrong. Russell Wilson has the last 2 weeks he's been playing out of his mind, but I mean, the Cam Newton looks pretty good.
He
looks pretty good.
I'm going to tell you what.
That defense has some issues. The Patriots defense has, which we thought we would because you had half of them fucking opt out. But that's Cam Newton's good.
I'm going to tell you, because Seattle's a quality football team.
Mm-hmm.
And on what's supposed to be a down year for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Even after they signed Cam, it's like,
exactly.
Half the defense opted out, blah, 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 blah. Boy, for them to take Seattle to the wire like that, and then, yard and a half.
Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't you run what you've been running all year?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not mad at all with the play call.
No.
He's been scoring at will with that.
No. That's just if you're a Patriots fan, feel okay where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like everybody really likes Cam Newton.
Oh, yeah.
I love hearing so much as Cam's making his comeback tour of the people coming out about what it's like to play against him of like, hey, it's a fucking defensive end at quarterback. I mean, it's
fucking
just
ridiculous.
Because, TV doesn't pay it and they don't show him standing next to people enough.
No, but he's huge.
Like going, oh. Like, like you see him next to Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's 6'4". And it's almost like he fucking dwarfs him.
Exactly.
Of like, well, you guys play the same position?
Exactly.
It doesn't seem like you do.
Yeah. So this week, I got some good games to choose from, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I'll hit you with them. Let's do 5. You want to do 5?
Okay.
All right. First one's up. I think this one's going to be a really, really good game. I think it might be one of the fastest games you're ever going to see because both teams are running the shit out of the ball. Rams and Bills. And Josh Allen is absolutely playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah.
Out of his mind.
Where's it at?
It's in New York. It's in Buffalo.
Okay. Rams and Bills. Josh Allen playing out of his ass. Don't have a lot of faith, but the Rams have been fucking kind of old.
Yeah.
I see you say old school Rams 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Which I guess kind of is old school.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like Buffalo should start out this good.
Yeah. No, I feel like no, seriously. I mean, I was thinking that too, but I think I'm going to go with the home team. I think the Bills, I really like Sean McDermott, and I don't even know what I like about him.
Yeah.
But I like him. I mean, he seems like a no-nonsense guy, and he seems like he's just there. He goes, and we're just going to get shit done, Yeah,
that's I don't know. Like, I'm not happy with the pick.
Yeah.
I don't really like Sean McVay at all. I think I've pissed all over him several times on this show. But I just feel like, it's one of those, and, West Coast, East Coast, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But I just, okay.
Yeah, I like Sean McDermott. I mean, who the fuck were the Bills before he got the job? You know what I mean? Like, Rex Ryan had put them into the dirt. I mean, he pissed off a lot of people there. So you hire this guy that next year he turns him into a playoff team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I like the guy. So my next one is the Raiders and Patriots. Raiders are playing well. Rushing attack's nice. David Carr's not turning the ball over. Patriots are playing nice. I think I'm going with the Patriots here. It's at home. Who are you taking?
I am also taking the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. It's one of those, and it's kind of the same way I feel about the Bills with the Raiders. Of like, hey, they're playing well and stuff like that. But it's also, you're going to Foxborough, and it's Bill Belichick of like, they're gonna They're going to do something. And I feel like a Cam Newton train is coming. Like it just kind of has this feeling of like, all right, after 2 weeks, I feel like it's going to start.
Yeah.
Mainly for the fact of, was it Edelman?
Yeah.
Was it Edelman that had the best game of his career? Yeah.
Yeah.
Best game of his career.
Yeah, had 179 yards receiving or something like that. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it's got it going now, yeah. All right. So, 2 really kind of bad teams, the Bengals and the Eagles.
Oh, my God.
That's a tough game. I'm going Bengals.
That's a tough game to pick.
I'm going Bengals. I think Joe gets his first win.
Where's it at?
It's at Philadelphia.
Oh, man. I know I just shit on the Eagles about not picking them, and you said you were never picking them. I can't.
Yeah.
And then you fucking pull this game up. Because I don't. I'm going to go Eagles.
Yeah.
Just to not be a homer kind of thing.
I got you. All right.
I'm not. And here's another thing. I think Burrows is okay, but I don't know that AJ Green's there yet after taking a year off. He just doesn't. He doesn't look like AJ Green yet.
Yeah.
And I think it'll come.
Yeah.
Plus, I think they lost their tight end that's been targeted a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the Uzama or whatever.
Kind of been the which that's rookie quarterback stuff.
Exactly.
Tight ends.
I think finally they're going to get some running success this week.
They probably should.
I mean, they definitely should. The coach, I hope he's smart enough to realize, hey, he can't throw the ball 61 times. I hope
that fucking offensive.
I hope.
Unless you're Patrick Mahomes and this comeback type thing.
Yeah.
If you're throwing it 62 times, man, shit ain't going well.
No, it's not. It's not. Okay, so we got 2 more games. Okay.
Yep.
Let's go with the Chargers and the Panthers. Trying to make them tough. A couple of these are kind of easy.
I mean, that's Chargers all day.
Okay.
I mean, I know that's a rookie quarterback, but you also
Christian McCaffrey's out.
Is like 90% of your fucking offense.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the Chargers too. Actually, no. Sorry, check that. I'll go with the Panthers.
Okay.
I'll do that. I think Teddy gets his first win.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that
he hasn't been playing bad. He just I mean, you're right though.
He's also a dink and dunk passer.
He is.
And you just lost 90,
he is.
Bullshit on 90%, but the main function of your offense is out.
Yes. All right. So now Monday Night Football, Chiefs Ravens.
I have a feeling I'm going to go a route, and I have a feeling that it's the same route that you're going to go.
Okay. You going Ravens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too.
I knew you were going to, just because I was.
No.
I always like to say it first, so I feel like you're piggybacking off of me.
Well, I jumped on the that's why I jumped on the Patriots one first. I didn't want you to say it first. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that the Chiefs aren't good at all. I'm not saying that at all, but I think they're going to get beat at least 2 times this season, and I think this is one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in Baltimore. I mean, the Ravens have I mean, if there's a defense athletically enough to stick with your guys, this Ravens defense is athletically enough to do that.
And I don't
burn your fucking mic. I think this is the defense that can play with your offense. If there's one in the league.
It was like walking around with a heart on, like you didn't just like, I hit it on the wall. And it's just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
We'll leave that for a behind the scenes thing of what just happened. It had nothing to do with a penis, though, if you thought so. But it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's 2 defenses in the league athletically enough to play with the Chiefs, and they're both in the same division. I think the Steelers defense is, and I think the Ravens defense is.
I agree. They have very good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Quite good.
Yeah.
I think it's the second best defense in the division, which also might make it just the second best defense in the league.
Yes.
It just happens that the Steelers are pretty fucking special.
Yes, they are.
But I'm going that route for a different reason.
Okay.
Of a couple things of Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not that he needs a coming out party. He just won the MVP last year.
Yeah.
But hey, man.
You need to win a big game.
Now's your time.
Uh-huh.
Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Last 2 MVPs on the same field in your home place. Mm-hmm. You cannot lose this fucking game.
Yeah.
Now, in the grand scheme of things, means jack shit.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
Could be on some home field advantage, but if we're not going to have fans in the playoffs,
then it means
what are we doing? I mean,
unless you're playing in fucking snow and Green Bay, then it doesn't really make a difference.
But it doesn't make a difference for them because they're both weather-wise.
Exactly.
I mean, it could both be shitty. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I know there's more of a chance of snow in Kansas City than Baltimore, but it's not like Baltimore's weather is fucking great in January.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
But what I've seen out of the Ravens, I think the 1-2 punch in the backfield.
Yeah.
I like their defense. But I think it's going to I think we talked about it last week. I think it's the ball control thing of keeping Pat. They have a really good defense, but I don't think it's about the defense. I think it's about the offense keeping the defense off the field.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm heading with that. Of like, and when you, what game was you saying? It might be the fastest game because they just run everywhere. I feel like this could be it. This could be it.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, if we get 2 first downs, there's 8 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, or what, 3 first downs, however that works out to.
No, I'm with you with that. I agree with you with the nice 2-back set and controlling the ball. I think the Ravens now have a home run guy, that Hollywood Brown.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's healthy this year. He's put on some weight. He's a little bit more stable instead of like the $175 he came in the NFL with. Now, Lamar Jackson has a dude to throw the ball deep to.
Right.
And you don't have to do all these underneath crossing routes all the time. You can actually, chuck it down the field every once in a while too.
And I think, and what you've seen last week out of that with the Chiefs is they just played a bad game.
Yeah, exactly.
And they won.
Exactly.
I mean, now it was against the Chargers, and watching them against the Bengals wasn't great.
No.
Chargers are an okay team, though.
Yeah, yeah.
And they always,
they
division,
play tough.
They play
division tough, exactly.
But I think you just seen their anomaly game. That's not going to, you get like 2 of those a season, and they just burned one. They're probably not going to burn another one.
Exactly.
So you don't want to get into the shootout with them because I don't think you win that game.
No.
But I think if you keep that, I don't know what the over-under is. I'm assuming in the 53, 54 area would be my guess. 53, 54, 55, somewhere in there.
Let me double check.
But my feeling would be to go on the under of that you're going to get a heavy amount of time control from Baltimore. But
54.5.
54.5. Because I can see that being that 24-21 type thing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect that because both those teams can put up points.
Yes.
But I feel some longer running drives coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
But then again, it's one thing to say that, but then if you go 3 and out on the first time, it's like, well, I mean, we got to get a first down.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I like the Ravens pick here. Switching to college, I just got a breaking news thing that nobody gives a fuck about, but the Pac-12 reversed their start date. They're now starting November 6th instead of in spring or January, whenever they're going to start, which it doesn't
mean anything because they're not going to get enough.
Exactly.
I guess here's one thing we say too. Well, they got to get enough games for the college football player. I've never seen anything where the college football playoffs said, well, you at least got to play this many games. I've never seen that.
I haven't seen that either.
I'm in Ohio State. Say Ohio State runs it and goes 8-0.
Yeah.
Is the 8 with the championship game?
No.
Or would that be 9?
It'd be 9.
And then you have like the SEC going like 11.
Yeah.
And then I think, is it the fucking...
Is the ACC playing all the games?
They did like 12.
Yeah, I think they're playing 12.
If they make it through. Of like, I don't know how you weigh those options. But let's be real honest. If Ohio State goes 8-0 and say they cancel a week and they only end up with 8.
Yeah, exactly.
They're probably going to get in because it's Ohio State.
Exactly.
Now, if it was like Purdue ran the table and beat Ohio State, and they said, well, you only got 8 games in. We can't put you in.
We can't put you in, yeah. Yeah, I know the schedules came out. If Ohio State doesn't run the table, something's fucking wrong.
I seen There's a couple things. We talked about it last week, too, I feel like the presidents and them just put it in the bound to fail thing of like, hey, we want you to play. You're going to get 8 games in, but you got to do it in 8 weeks. So if they have a cancellation, that's we fucking told you. But Nebraska being the first one to lead the charge, and then their schedule comes out like, hey, are you fucking with us?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the one, I think I've seen one meme. It's like Nebraska's schedule.
Mm-hmm.
It was like whatever their first. I don't know who their first game is, but their second game's like Ohio State, isn't it?
Their first game's Ohio State. Yeah, they open up with them.
Ohio State, and then whatever their second game is.
Yeah.
And then the third game was Kansas City Chiefs. Fourth game was 85 Bears. But it's just like, it was like, they got
to run through the fucking muck there. Yeah, but they gave Ohio State such a fucking cakewalk, man. They get in Nebraska, Penn State, I think. Okay, two first tough games, and then you just go all 4 bottom of the barrel right in a row.
Yeah.
It's like Indiana, Illinois, who's the next one? Rutgers. And Maryland.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. And then Michigan State, Michigan.
Yeah.
It's like,
and you don't know what Michigan State is because they're either really good or they could be horse shit.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like, all right, guys, this is time to, you got to start fucking beating people by 40 to make sure that, you're still top notch.
Yeah. That's there's no way they're playing all their games without one getting canceled. There's just no way. I mean, I just don't see that as being possible. Because I'll tell you, you get one person that gets it, you had to cancel the game. Mm-hmm. That's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
we got some good college football this weekend, or I should say, better teams playing this weekend.
Does the SEC open this week?
Yeah, we got a nice one with Kentucky and Auburn going.
Oh,
yeah,
Kentucky
and Auburn living it up. Yeah. I think they beat Auburn.
Probably.
I think they do.
I mean, Gus Malzahn should have been fired 2 fucking years ago. Is it time for me to get back on that yet? Or should I wait a couple weeks?
Nah, wait a couple weeks.
If they get beat this week, I guarantee you on next week's podcast, I'll be hammering for Gus Malzahn to not have his job anymore. And let's bring the Iron Bowl back to a little bit of a game.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know there's been some close scores. You can hang your hat on that kick 6 thing, man, but that was a fucking fluke. I mean...
Sorry, big yawn there. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was a fluke that would never happen again. Never happen again.
The fact that he even attempted it was like,
really?
You're for sure going to win this in overtime. What
exactly.
do you mean?
Why are you doing this? Yeah. I watched Miami last week. The Hurricanes. Yeah. They looked good.
Yeah.
I know they weren't playing anybody, but
I understand.
They looked good. Really good.
That was I can't remember. I think I was on Twitter. I don't do the Twitter much, and I need to do it more.
Yeah, it's just Twitter there, old man. You don't have to put the in front of it.
I know, but I like to say the Twitter. But somebody, I don't know, blue checkmark person or something is like, man, is Miami back? And my comment was just, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
No, they're not back, but they looked good. Yeah. I mean, for what they've looked like the last 2 years.
I see Tate Martell. He opted out of the season?
He opted out, yeah.
And nobody noticed.
Nobody cared because you weren't playing.
No.
I mean, you weren't.
Better start using the Twitter to tweet at The Rock, see if you can't get a fucking gig in that XFL. That's kind of where you're at.
Yeah. I want to go opt out and train for the NFL. For what?
Yeah.
What, for special teams? Maybe.
I don't know. Where would he play on special teams?
I don't know either. Gunner.
Hey, we need a 5'10" gunner.
Yeah.
That's not as fast as everybody else.
Start trying to long snap.
They say, but he's really fast for a quarterback.
For a quarterback, exactly.
You got to put for a quarterback in there.
Yeah, he's 5'6", 5'7" speed. Yeah, your defensive linemen run that or faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you meant 4'6", 4'7".
That's what I said.
You said 5'6". I'm like,
oh, did I?
Well, he's not pushing 6 seconds.
Whatever. I knew what I meant.
Always like that. Of like, do offensive linemen run 40s at the combine?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, I understand it. Like, if you want to see how fast a guard is, you know, if you're.
But all of them, of them need their. You only need your shuttle time. That's really the only piece you look at.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we making these guys do that?
Yeah.
well, if this guard is pulling, we're going to see how fast, he's getting back. Hey, I guarantee he's not getting to that second level for a fucking block before the running back gets there. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
And you see that in the first week with that, if Joe Burrow's like fucking waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Let's go forward.
I got my hands on your back so I can feel where you're going to go.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't know why they do it, but, I mean, some of them are impressive. Like, I mean, just because they're fucking massive and they're running that fast. Honestly, it's like, I think that's why you do it, just to show how athletic you are as a big fella.
That's always, the combine's always been such a weird thing of like the 40. Like, I get the 40 for like skill positions.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Uh-huh.
For even if like defensive end, it's going to be a 40-yard sack. I mean, it's not, it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking bench press thing, it just.
Yeah, it's weird to me, yeah.
How many reps? Well, he only put up 15 reps at 225. Like, I don't know what to do with that information.
I know.
Because I don't know what's good.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think you know either.
I don't think you do either. I think if you see a big number and you're like, okay, if it's, as long as it's not like 2, I think nobody says anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, or unless you're like a receiver who put up like 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody says anything about it.
Yeah, I don't understand of like, so, I mean, is this for like if an offensive lineman pancakes you can just push him up?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm pretty sure the rule is he has to get right the fuck off if you were holding.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. I don't know what the bench press thing is. Oh yeah, he did it 47 times, but he sucks.
Yeah,
his film sucks. His tape sucks. He can't move. He doesn't do anything well. But he bench pressed 225. Be a lifter then. Go do something else. You're terrible at your job.
That was the of listening to the guy, because obviously they train for this shit, so you're not even really getting you're not getting a good
exactly
they trained specifically for that, and then they'll never do it again, because who does that? That's in nobody's workout regimen unless like a CrossFit, but you also got to be doing jumping jacks somehow.
And carrying
you got to throw the bar up in the air and do a crunch and then catch it, and then it just
the bench press burpee.
Yeah.
Throw it up in the air, burpee real fast, catch it.
But yeah, that was the other thing on the. I heard because who'd the Raiders draft from Ohio State? Was it Arnett?
Yeah, Arnett
in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that was the Al Davis would roll over in his grave because the Raiders, with their first selection, a defensive back that did not run a 40 at the combine.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
This is not the fastest guy.
Al Davis was the fastest guy. I remember when they drafted Darius Hayward-Bay, and nobody knew who the fuck the guy was, but he ran the fastest 40 at the combine, and they drafted his ass.
Well, that was like the Bengals got that with that John Ross.
Yeah.
Who ran up, 4.2 or whatever?
Yeah.
And it was like, well, he's injury prone. Well, we think that was more of a college thing. Yeah, well, he hadn't made it through a season yet. And here's the other point, really fast.
Yeah.
Also can't catch.
Exactly.
That would be the other thing of, no matter how, you can run as fast as you want. If that ball is on the ground and you just keep running, it doesn't count, man.
Doesn't matter,
It just
buddy.
doesn't count.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Picks wise, though, bring this back to that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel as confident as I felt last week.
I picked some difficult games this week.
At some point in time, we'll have to start bringing the spread into this.
Yeah.
There's some wacky ones this week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, football's been great so far. I mean, we've had some, granted, we just had a bunch of injuries last week, but some performances by some guys have been awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, just incredible.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
I mean,
good for him.
Yeah. I mean, basically all he's trying to do is, hey, can we win 4 games?
Mm-hmm.
Because I might not lose my job if we win 4 games. Like, if we win less than that, we're pretty good chance we're getting one of these 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm going to lose my job.
Yeah.
But,
can I do it?
Can I get enough to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? I've been impressed with, and you wouldn't even think about it, but the Colts defense has been very impressive these first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Now their offense is kind of it's still coming along yet. I mean, Phillip Rivers is Phillip Rivers.
Doing Phillip Rivers shit.
Shit, exactly. But that defense, man, trading for DeForest Buckner.
Yep.
I don't know if it just sprung everything else open, but I mean, they look good. They look really good. I mean, Minnesota's has some things to figure out still, but they fucking walloped them.
Yeah.
Walloped them. I mean, 11 fucking points.
And I'm not a Minnesota. It's a weird thing because I'm very pro Minnesota, but I'm not a Minnesota fan.
Yeah. You want them to be good, but you don't really care.
I don't care. I mean, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Of like, eh.
Yeah. I mean, you don't expect them to start out. Granted, you start out playing the Packers. Okay, you probably lose that one.
Yeah.
But this one against the Colts?
Yeah, that
should have been yours. It should have been your game.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, they beat by Jacksonville.
Exactly.
I mean, we can say good things about Jacksonville, but
they're still Jacksonville.
You're a top caliber team. You're not probably not losing that game.
No, you're not.
I mean, you're just not.
You're not losing that game.
But yeah. And sometimes I start to wonder of like how good is your defense when you don't have your fucking crowd noise?
Exactly.
That seems to be a thing.
Seems to be something of an effect, whatever it means.
Yeah.
Seems to be hurting some people.
Something.
Yeah.
It just never knew how it was going to work without fans, and that seems to be.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have to silent count on the road, you can just fucking say everything that you want to your people.
Exactly.
All right.
You're good. Your offense is good.
Yep. We can talk. But we didn't touch on Aaron Rodgers, still pretty fucking good at the football.
Oh, my God, is he good?
I mean.
Oh, my God, is he good?
Then also in that division, Detroit it again.
For sure did they Detroit.
Jesus Christ.
They're just, how do you implode each week?
I don't, because it was a double digits again.
Uh-huh.
I mean, fourth quarter, you're winning again. And you lost.
Yeah.
Again.
For sure.
For the 10th time in 2 years.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous, man. Fucking ridiculous.
I don't understand.
How are you that bad?
I mean, and I'm, I don't.
It's like I want him to fail, but it's just like you're really making it hard for me to root for you.
I want to believe in Matt Patricia, but like, hey, man.
Get your shit together, dude.
At some point in time, these are games that good coaches win. I mean,
yes, that's exactly it.
Actually, you know what? Not even say that. These are coaches these are games that NFL coaches win.
Mm-hmm.
You just
up double digit.
Yeah,
you win those most likely. I mean, there's a very slim chance you don't win.
Yeah, it reminds me of
you're making that average go up.
This was a couple years ago. It was before the downfall of the Bengals, but it was starting the slide.
Mm-hmm.
They were still that borderline playoff team.
Yeah.
But they were playing the Patriots at home.
Okay.
And it was kind of a back and forth. Bengals had the lead in the fourth quarter. And then the Patriots came back and did something and got the lead late in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Bengals marched down and score. And I want to say like they went up. It made it like up 6.
Okay.
So the Patriots needed touchdown wins it, but a field goal, they couldn't tie it. So it's at 4, 5, 6 somewhere in there. And I mean, instantly, it's like a minute left with one timeout. And fuck Tom Brady. So within, 30 seconds, they're at the 20-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was one of those things of like, and they might have been inside the 20.
Yeah, but it's just
it was still like they had multiple plays left and they burned their timeout. So it was like you felt like they could get all their plays off.
Yeah.
And the clock didn't matter anymore. But I shit you not. It was like as soon as they got down there and they come back, they call their timeout, they go out there like a fucking monsoon hit.
Oh, yeah.
And poured and the wind blew. Just one of those Ohio dust-up kind of storms.
Yeah.
And they couldn't do anything. I mean, it was just like 3-4 passes of like you just couldn't.
Yeah.
And like as soon as that fourth down was over, the clock ran out, like the fucking sun came back out. It was like, so, hey, like you were going to lose that game if you're Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But like Mother Nature just bailed you out because Tom Brady, I mean, literally wind blowing rain sideways of like, this is an Ohio thing, man. This is like fucking 3-minute storm that just blew up at the perfect time for you not to blow this game.
Exactly. Thank you, Mother Nature.
Because I don't know why I remember the bad beats of the Bengals, but it was a 1 year. Bengals were okay, and it was one of those years right before like Denver was shit. It was like right before they started building their defense, where they were like 2-14 or something like that.
Yeah.
And their one win, it was week 1. I was like, hey, the Bengals playing.
Oh, with Stokely?
Yeah. That tipped ball that goes for like an 80-yard touchdown at the fucking buzzer of like, you fucking kidding me?
Fucking Kyle Orton.
There's 12 seconds left in the game. You got 80 yards to go, and you have to score a touchdown. And a tipped ball falls in his lap with nobody around. Not to mention, he was almost like hit him in stride as he's of like, all right, well, not going to be our year.
Thanks, Stokely. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking Kyle
Sometimes
Orton.
that happens. But the point of this all is, these are flukes.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions and this is a trend.
Yes.
Like, and how if you're the other team, you go down and say, "Fuck's fourth quarter, we're down 10." Wow, it's Lions. I mean, we're obviously going to win this game. I mean, there's no way that they can't stop.
Exactly. You took a big fucking circle around your point to get.
Thank you. That's what I'm good. That's why I think the listeners tune in to go, this fucking guy.
I went, oh, okay. What's this going to come around to? Then you bring it back
all the way back.
To the Lions. It's like,
you can lose games.
All right.
In fluky ways, but Detroit, I mean, they've made an art form of it, and you're used to me.
I know it.
There's nobody listening to this fucking thing is like, the fuck is he talking about? That's the way my mind works. It's just like, for some reason that triggered that Bengals game of like, and then that triggered the Stokely thing, and then back to those are fluke wins. The Lions, like
the trend.
Actively, it was like
it.
And it's not even just the fourth quarter.
No,
it's like the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, exactly. Like you scored 17 points in 7.5 minutes.
I feel like they call timeout with like 8 minutes and go, all right, guys, we're up 10. Operation Let's Lose starts now. So if you could throw, actually, I mean, let's complete a pass for a first down so it makes it seem like this. But when you're getting tackled, go ahead and fumble that. And go ahead and let them return it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to just start, just 3 and out. And
piss it away, guys.
We're going to try to run it up the middle 3 times and be shocked that we didn't get it.
Piss it away, guys. Go ahead. Piss it away.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was a roundabout way to get there, but I got there.
You got there.
I can talk about anything and get her home. I can get it. I can bring that bitch home. Bring it home.
I believe it. Yeah.
I think I need to do something. We'll start putting our picks together and hold us a little more accountable for what we've done. Because this is the first time you've graded them.
I know. So the first time I remembered the games I chose.
I mean, kind of forget what you do. I mean, obviously I knew I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Last week, which is pretty good. Which I probably go 1-4 this week. I mean, 'cause I don't feel great. Like, I have a good game plan of what I feel the Ravens are going to do.
Yeah.
It's also Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs,
exactly.
So they could win fucking 40-10.
We don't know.
Who knows?
Exactly.
The one thing I know, I feel like Miami will beat Jacksonville tonight.
Okay.
I feel in the other games,
I feel like Tua plays tonight for some reason.
You think
that's my gut.
Fitz gets hurt?
Yeah, like a finger that catches off a helmet, something weird.
Something weird.
Not like
a couple reps.
Yeah, not like something
even if it was
serious.
Just like a series or so.
Yeah, I think he plays tonight, and I don't know why I have that gut feeling, but for some reason I just feel like he's getting a chance to play tonight. Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah,
I don't. They approved the field in New York.
Oh yeah.
I think they sent all the experts over and they said it's fine.
It's fine.
But I don't know what to do with because the Giants are really shitty. And they lost a massive piece of their offense.
Yeah.
But they're playing the 49ers, who also lost almost everybody, including their quarterback. So
yeah,
I don't know what to make with that game. As I was waiting for you to bring that up in our picks, going, dude, I don't know
what the fuck to do.
I don't know what the fuck. I mean, it's obviously 49ers all day, but I don't know. I mean, now.
Yeah. Remember when that used to be like the game in the playoffs?
Yeah.
The Giants and 49ers? Like that was like the one to watch. God.
But I'm still feeling pretty good about our divisional picks, though.
Yeah, me too. I feel pretty solid about those.
Pretty solid about those. I fucking like the Cardinals, man, but every time I see the fucking Seahawks, I'm going, ooh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson is an asshole. But he's good at the football.
He's not an asshole. He's not an asshole at all. He's a nice kid. You hate him because he's too nice.
That fucking prick is super nice.
He just said hi to me. I fucking hate that bastard.
Yeah. He asked me how I was doing, and it seemed like he actually cared. I told him I was doing pretty good, and he said, wow, that's great. And
we left it at that.
You have a good day. You want me to sign, take a picture, anything?
Yeah.
I mean.
What an asshole.
Fucking dick.
Thinks I want his autograph.
Thinks fucking thinks I'm going to sign something for him. Oh, you just, I don't have time to be taking pictures with you for you to post on your Twitter.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man.
Fuck you. Going to DK Metcalf. Just really fast. Nobody else catch him?
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy can throw a fucking deep ball.
God, he can.
You know what? That's what I want to see from Russell Wilson is a 5-gallon bucket, like on a back of a golf cart driving down the field, if he can fucking throw it in. Because I feel like he could.
I feel like he could, too.
Because it kind of seems that's what happens. The one he put
on the dime to DK Metcalf last Sunday against the reigning defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Jesus God.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And he probably apologized to the defense, but hey, man, I'm sorry I did that, but we needed that play to try to win the game, and that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
But still the greatest thing with him of all time is the fact that obviously he was already starting quarterback in the NFL, and the Houston Astros selected him in the draft.
Yeah.
Mainly for the reason that by doing that, they could sell a fucking jersey with his name on it.
Yeah.
And made a shit
ton of money. Yep.
Probably used that to buy all those trash cans they were banging so they could cheat. That's why I hate him. Inadvertently, he's a cheater. His T-shirt sales funded the cheating for the Astros.
That's exactly what it was.
That's got to be a conspiracy theory out there. It is now.
It is now.
Run with it, people. Let's drag this guy down to our level. And by ours, I mean mine, mainly.
To nothing. Let's drag it down to nothing.
Yeah, you and your wife, that seems pretty good, too.
Yeah, exactly. Seems very wholesome family.
You going and visiting that children's hospital every week and doing all that good stuff for those kids in the hospital. And prick.
You done with that?
Donating money. Son of a bitch. I don't know. Yeah. Wouldn't be Wideside Sports without a
exactly
Russell
Wilson bash.
Wilson bash.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's Russell Westbrook I don't like.
Yeah. I've been wrong this whole time.
We're talking about the football player, not the guy that should have been a football player that plays basketball.
Yeah.
Feel like he would have been a good defensive back.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I'm done bashing him. You got anything else?
I don't have anything else.
You should probably get out of here.
All righty.
All right.
Whiteside.